Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to launch OECD's Multilateral Development Finance 2020 report. As we face the most profound global health, economic, and social emergency in the history of the multilateral system, this report highlights the importance of restoring trust. Trust among nations, trust among people, trust in the governments and the institutions that people look to defend their rights, to protect them in the face of the pandemic and its dire economic and social consequences. Trust in multilateralism in the post-COVID world. Development finance is paramount in helping us achieve a fairer and more resilient recovery. Important progress has been achieved. For example, a large part of the financing made immediately available to developing countries at the beginning of the pandemic was channeled through the multilateral system. Multilateral organizations provided nearly $250 billion in immediate relief assistance, compared to $5.5 billion by bilateral donors. The report also shows that multilateral organizations can generate greater economies of scale, have a better presence in fragile contexts, and tend to work more closely with partner governments than bilateral donors. Nevertheless, numerous challenges exist, which are being compounded by the COVID-19 crisis. While the absolute volume of funding for multilateral organizations is growing, actually, core funding is declining. Between 2000 and 2018, the share of earmarked contributions in total multilateral funding rose by 29 percentage points, from 6 to 35%. In consequence, we are increasingly moving towards a system where ad hoc alliances between a handful of member countries determine the multilateral agenda. Now, several organizations display a high funding vulnerability with a highly concentrated donor base. Looking ahead, we need a multilateral system that brings governments together around hard facts, equipped with the right tools and expertise, and with a shared resolve to move forward and keep the 2030 agenda alive and within reach. Our latest Multilateral Development Finance report put forward a number of recommendations focusing on tackling these challenges and helping us achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs. Now, let me briefly highlight 3 of these recommendations. First, use the momentum generated by the COVID-19 crisis to increase DAC members' level of official development assistance, including their financial contributions to multilateral organizations. Second, ensure that financial contributions to multilateral organizations provide them with sufficient independence and flexibility. And last but not least, enhance accountability in order to restore trust in the multilateral development system. Now, this will require better communication of its results and of its impacts, as well as ensuring a transparent and effective division of labor. So, ladies and gentlemen, development finance is paramount for our global efforts to keep development on the right track, to keep countries that now need your support more than ever before. So be generous, be smart. Thank you.